Scams are evolving every year, and 2025 is shaping up to be no different. With new regulations, tariffs, and shifting economic landscapes, scammers are finding creative ways to exploit businesses and individuals alike. Today, we're diving into 5 scams you need to watch out for this year. By the end of this video, you'll be better equipped to spot the warning signs and protect yourself from falling victim. Let's get started. One major scam that's making waves is the false tariff exemption scheme. Here's how it works. Fraudsters pretend to be government officials or brokers, promising to help businesses bypass tariffs for a fee. They'll sound convincing, with professional-looking documents or even fake government websites. For businesses facing steep costs, it's easy to see why some might take the bait. But in reality, these exemptions are fake, and once the money is sent, the scammers vanish. The best way to avoid this is to verify all communications through official government channels. Don't rely on third parties offering shortcuts, especially if they're asking for payment up front. Another growing issue involves counterfeit documentation. Scammers are forging certificates of origin and trade documents to misrepresent where goods are coming from. For example, goods originating from countries with high tariffs might be falsely labeled as coming from tariff-free regions. Businesses purchasing these goods not only lose money, but also risk legal trouble if authorities discover the forgery. It's essential to work with reputable suppliers and conduct regular audits of trade documentation to ensure compliance. Mislabeling and smuggling is another tactic we're seeing more of. Importers are deliberately mislabeling products to dodge tariffs. Imagine goods from a high-tariff country like China being falsely labeled as coming from a low-tariff nation. While it might seem harmless, this practice is illegal and often involves organized crime networks. In some cases, smugglers bypass tariffs altogether by moving products through unauthorized routes. If a deal seems too good to be true, or if documentation seems inconsistent, it's a red flag that you're dealing with something shady. Price gouging scams are also on the rise. Disruptions caused by tariffs can create opportunities for unscrupulous suppliers to exploit businesses and consumers. They might claim that rising tariffs have driven up costs and demand higher prices for their goods. For industries with complex supply chains, it can be challenging to determine whether these price increases are legitimate. To protect yourself, always research market prices and request detailed breakdowns of costs. A little due diligence can go a long way in avoiding unnecessary losses. The last scam we'll discuss today is the rise of cyber attacks on trade networks. As trade becomes more digitized, scammers are targeting businesses with phishing emails, fake customs notices, and fraudulent payment requests. They exploit the complexity of tariff regulations to trick victims into sharing sensitive data or making payments to bogus accounts. Once they gain access to a network, they can steal financial information, disrupt operations, or even demand ransom. Protecting yourself means investing in strong cybersecurity measures, training employees to recognize phishing attempts, and double-checking the legitimacy of any email or request before responding. Each of these scams has one thing in common. They prey on fear, uncertainty, and the desire for quick solutions. The key to staying safe is vigilance. Always verify offers that seem too good to be true. Rely on trusted professionals and official channels when navigating tariffs and trade regulations. And most importantly, take the time to educate yourself and your team about potential risks. 2025 is full of opportunities, but it's also a year where scammers are more determined than ever. Don't let them take advantage of you. If you found this information helpful, make sure to like this video and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Editor Street Pro for more tips on staying safe and avoiding scams. Together, we can stay one step ahead.